Welcome guys, there is a brand new SMG available in PUBG, the JS-9, which is a quite good, all-round solid submachine gun, but it has a secret, and you'll learn in this video. So first of all, I'm not really going to be touching too much on the handling. This gun is super easy to control. It's an SMG and it sprays insanely well. You'll notice that immediately when you shoot it. What we're going to be talking about today is the damage. But the first thing I want to show you is the bullet velocity, because this is quite interesting. The JS-9, as you can see on this graph, has the highest bullet velocity of any world spawn submachine gun. And that is important because it makes it better for long-range spray downs, but it also makes the time to kill faster because it takes less time for the bullet to hit the enemy. Makes sense. And now let's jump to the damage. This gun has a higher base damage than the MP9 and the MP5K. And it shares an identical damage drop over distance, which means that it's always going to be doing more damage no matter how far away your target is, as you can see right here. This is like way better than I thought it would be. Let's try long range leg shots. Yeah. What is he going to do? To simulate damage and the time to kill in this video, I'm going to be using 3 different skill presets. You have the low skill preset, which is all over the place. I mean, you're terrible at the game and you get terrible accuracy. Then you have the high skill preset, which is much higher in accuracy, and then you're hitting pretty good shots here, as you can see. And finally, the leg meta preset is a preset where you're mostly just hitting the legs, and you'll find out why that is relevant in just a moment. Uh-oh. When you compare the JS-9 to the other submachine guns, a very relevant way to compare it would be in a situation against level 2 helmets and level 2 vests, but also level 2 helmets and level 3 vests. In the situation against the level 2 vest, level 2 helmet situation, the gun is mediocre. I mean, compared to other SMGs, it's not insane. It's not bad either. It's pretty much an MP9, which by all means is not a bad gun. I mean, that gun is massively good. Also against a level 2 helmet, level 3 vest combination, the JS-9 is still right there in the middle. It doesn't really change in its power comparison between the other SMGs. But let's dive deeper. When you shoot at the limbs of a player in PUBG with an SMG, your damage multiplier will be higher, meaning that an SMG basically rewards you if you're hitting legs, arms, or hands or feet, which some people don't like. To be fair, it is a little bit weird, but that is how it works. So if you're fighting a player with a level 2 helmet, level 3 vest, at 100% health, that player is now more likely to die with your JS-9 than it was before. The JS-9 does well against limbs. But this difference is even bigger. If your enemy has 75% health, you just had a fight, your enemy just healed up. It is the most lethal world spawn SMG in this situation. But only if you're shooting for the legs and your enemy has that level 3 vest. And what is now interesting is to compare a situation where you're fighting a player about 10 meters away. It's a pretty realistic encounter for a close range full auto encounter. So 10 meters away, you're fighting a player with level 2 helmet, level 3 vest, like we just talked about. And now you take the JS-9, but with the JS-9, you're just shooting for the legs. And you compare that with all the full auto assault rifles in PUBG shooting at a high skill preset, meaning they're hitting upper body and headshots and stuff. Well, in that case, the JS-9, it is as lethal as an airdrop gun. It is deadlier than any world spawn assault rifle. So if your enemy has a level 3 vest, shoot for the legs. And the same thing goes if your enemy has 75% health. I mean, same situation. The reason this is important, of course, because someone might have just healed up and then they will have 75% health. This is not like you need to be full health for this to work like this. Any situation where your enemy has a level 3 vest, if you have a JS-9, shoot for the legs. Now, this principle is also applicable to other submachine guns, but we just learned that the JS-9 has a bit of an affinity towards shooting those legs. So that's why this is a fun and interesting comparison. Aim for legs. There you go. But it gets even crazier than this, guys, because if your enemy is full level 3 helmet, level 3 vest, and he's 10 meters away from you, full health, then it's faster to kill that player with a JS-9 shooting him in the legs than hitting upper body headshots for a high-skilled player with an assault rifle. Even the air ones. That level 3 vest changes everything. The moment your enemy has one, shoot for the legs. And it's the same thing basically if your enemy has 75% health, although a Groza and a FAMAS would be killing faster with those upper body headshots and stuff. So, but the JS-9, really strong weapon, and that's how you use it against a high armored player. Remember to hit the legs. The moment the enemy has level 2 and no longer has the level 3 vest, well, if you're shooting for the legs with the JS-9, yeah, it's not killing that fast, guys. You are killing faster with any other full auto assault rifle with those upper body headshots and stuff. So it's a thing where you need to be able to see if your enemy has that level 3 vest, because if he does, shoot the legs. Otherwise, don't, right? But interestingly enough, the secret of the JS-9 is not to be found when shooting the legs. No, because look at this right here. This is just a high-skilled player using the JS-9, all the full auto assault rifles in PUBG, all the full auto SMGs in PUBG. The JS-9 doesn't look that good, really. I mean, it's okay. It's nothing interesting. It's almost kind of bad. I mean, that's a high-skilled player shooting for the upper body, headshots and stuff. Not that good, right? So what's the secret? Well, the secret is, if you suck, if you're trash, you're a bad player, you're hitting all over the place, you're a noob, you start playing yesterday, you never played an FPS game before, well, the JS-9 is the gun to choose because of the limb damage multiplier, because of the damage per bullet being the way it is, because of the rate of fire being the way it is. If you have terrible accuracy, well, the JS-9 is the deadliest full auto SMG or assault rifle in those categories that you can find as a world spawn if your enemy has level 2 vest, level 2 helmet, and is full health, which is basically the most common encounter you'll get in PUBG. Full health and level 2 gear. It's like the most basic encounter you're gonna get in this game. Well, in that case, if you're like, where's your gun? Well, yeah, you're gonna kill the fastest with the JS-9. And that's the secret. And that's the point of the JS-9. PUBG is a game that needs new players. It needs new players to be successful. This is a game where if you're a new player, you're going to get stumped. You're going to get destroyed. Well, JS-9 is the answer to that. If you are a new player to this game, if you feel like you suck, well, you pick up the JS-9. But that doesn't mean that it cannot be absolutely exploited by a high-skilled player. Because we just saw that situation against those level 3 armored targets. Well, if a good player is aiming for the legs, you gotta absolutely melt those players. So very interesting. To sum up what we learned about the JS-9, which is a super easy to control submachine gun just on Rondo, we learned that this gun is perfect for leg shots against level 3 armored targets, like other SMGs, to be fair, but this gun is no different there. We also learned that this right here is the overall best choice for a full auto submachine gun or assault rifle against level 2 armored players if you are bad at PUBG. If you're bad at shooting, straight up. There you go. That's the secret. Don't forget that if you want to play around with this data the way I'm doing right here, you can for free. I mean, all this data is available on my website, wackyjackie101.com. You can download the spreadsheet and make these graphs yourself if you want to and play around with it. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Shooting the legs. Leg shots, all I need. Wait, I somehow hit his guy in the head. He must have crouched into it or something. I don't know, man. But I was just shooting for the legs here.